and welcome everybody. Welcome to our very first original PTV show for 2022. So we are back to our original crew that started in 2010, and we have some amazing psychics available for you tonight. We have the beautiful Rebecca Fisher, the amazing Sammy B, and the delightful Susan Penno. But before we get started, could you please like, share and follow for your opportunity for a free reading, please? That will give you the opportunity to be able to connect with one of our psychics tonight and give you a bit of a look and a bit of a taste as to what we can do and how we do it. So firstly, I'd like to bring through the beautiful Rebecca Fisher, if she's there for us. Hi, Rebecca. Hi. How are you?
Can everybody hear me? Can you hear me? Great.
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
I'm very well, thank you. It's lovely to be here.
It is. It's fantastic. And thank you very much for being on tonight. Rebecca, could you tell us a little... Sorry.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm natural born psychic, so I've been feeling, sensing, seeing and communing with spirit since I was a young child. I have been reading, though, professionally for about 20 years. I'm a psychic medium, a tarot reader. I'm also a hypnotherapist, and I love what I do, and I'm looking really forward to connecting with everybody. I love working in the area of relationship and love, but also career advice as well. And I love bringing through messages from the other side for people as well in the way that I receive them. So, yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Rebecca.
Thank you.
So I love that you've been doing this since you were very young. Some of our people really like to know how long we've been doing this for and how long we've been connected with spirit for. And so it's wonderful for you to share that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, my pleasure. Thank you.
If you'll excuse us for a moment, I will get Miss Sammy to come through, please, and just say hi. Hi, Sammy. How are you?
Hello, gang. How are you? So exciting to be back. Hey, Meg. Long time no see. How you been? How are you, Meg?
I'm fantastic, thank you. Hey, Sammy, could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, where shall I start? Well, I'm a psychic medium, come tarot reader. I've been reading nationally, internationally for 40 years. So basically started when I was a child, so fourth generation. Kind of like when it's in your blood, it's in your blood kind of thing. So yeah, I like to work on a no questions asked basis because I think that sometimes people do like that. Although I'm really happy to answer questions here as well, but I do like to work on a no questions asked basis. So if someone just wants to have a reading, I'm happy to just go, okay, well, this is what's happening. Da, 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 da. I'm a psychic consultant for the SCI Paranormal Investigations team here in Sydney. I'm a published author. I've been in 2 documentaries in America, and at the moment I'm working on a cold case overseas with the police, which has been a little bit exciting. So lots of really happy things happening. And best of all is that we're back.
Yeah, we are. We're very much back. Sammy, I've been told you're our resident pagan goddess. Can you tell us a little bit more about that really quickly?
Pagan goddess. Okay, it's just like, well, all our regular people from back in the day would. It's just like, I'm the one and only Wacky Witch. That's my kind of call sign. Everyone knows me as Wacky Witch. So yeah, I do teach Wiccan. I am a practicing Wiccan. So yeah. I do like to dabble a little bit. People go spells and this and this. It's just like, it's not just about that. I think it's just understanding that everything that we do comes from intention. You know what I mean? It's just like comes from intention. So yeah, I do teach and I've got online courses and things that I do too. So yeah. So I am the resident witch. Yes.
I love that. Well, thank you so much, Sammy. And if you'll excuse me, I'll just ask the beautiful Susan to come through, please.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Susan.
Hi. Hi.
Hi, Susan. It's so lovely to see you again. I know that we quickly touched base at MBS in Sydney not so long ago, and to hear you sing was just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So could you just tell us a little bit about yourself, please, Susan?
Yeah, sure. So I was born with all the clear senses, and one of those people that rejected them because I didn't understand them. And so I'm really passionate about empowering people. I'm a psychic medium, spirit channel, and I do past life regression, energy healing, all sorts of things, really. The main thing that I love to do is helping people feel better through readings, as we all do here on PTV. I'm so happy to be here. It's wonderful.
It's exciting, isn't it? It's fantastic to be back, and thank you all for joining us tonight, and thank you, ladies, for being here to answer everybody's questions. I'm just going to say a quick hello to people's names that just keep crazily going up through the screen, like hi Bronwyn, hi Kim, hi Suneva, hi Anne.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
There's so many here. Hi Kim, hi Jenny, hi Andrew, lovely to meet you the other weekend as well.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
the amazing Mystique is here. We have Pauline, Kerry Bender. Hi, Kerry. So many. Tammy, hi. Vicky, Max. Just amazing to see everybody here.
Oh
so thank you all for joining
amazing.
us.
Wow.
Okay, so I think that what we should do is say a big hi to everybody. And I'm also going to ask everybody to please like, share and follow our PTV Australia page, please. And also in your comments, please kind of let us know that you've done that and ask us a question. And we'll do our very, very best to put it up there and get it happening. Okay, so I can see that we have Vicky Lancaster up there. Loved, followed and shared. Thank you, Vicky.
Hi, Vicky.
Vicky's given us her birth date, I believe, which is the 30th of the 7th, 1960. Yay. Hello, my radiant, angelic Rebecca, and my simply stunning Susan, and my supercalifragilistic Sammy. Can I please have a reading in relation to health and finances? So, Rebecca, I might get you to weigh in on this one, if that's all right with you, please, young lady.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. Okay. It's always a pleasure to read for Vicky. And hello to Mark as well. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to pull a couple of cards. Although feeling into it as well, I do feel that some really like cranky health issues is the best way I can describe it. Sometimes when our body aches, you just feel cranky. I know this in the last 4 years, as some of you would appreciate. So, and it's not easy when our body doesn't work in the way that we want it to, or we've got a lot of medical appointments and things like that, and mobility is affected. So, I do feel things will, it's like a catch-22 because it feels like there's a bit of a plateau, but then again, I just feel with a bit more perseverance, there's a sense of you turning a corner early next year. So, and I do feel particularly February, March, something resolving there or finding out something that helps you, manage the next bit for you as well. With respect to finances, I get that sense of consolidation and I do feel, money kind of moving around there and a bit of stress around money. But again, I'm getting your father through really strongly. Your mum's there, but it's your dad coming through really, really strongly. And he says hello and he loves you. And he does say that things are going to get better. So try not to. And it's very easy sometimes when you hear the message, don't stress. But there, he's got you back. And I do believe that. He's got you back, So he says to stay in your trust there. But I do feel, things getting better for you financially, or you being able to get some goals that you want to achieve, particularly by December. There's something is significant around December. I hope that helps, Vicky, and so lovely to connect with you again.
That was just beautiful. Thank you, Rebecca.
Thanks.
I love how you connected in with her dad. That's just beautiful. And Vicky, I hope you enjoyed your message. Just lovely. Okay, so we have Soul Infused next, who says, like shared. Hi, beautiful ladies. Wow, haven't seen Susan for a long time. Are you still singing? I've got so much going on, but what messages do I firstly need to know, please? Hot, hot, hot. So the beautiful Susan, I'm going to ask you to jump in and say hi.
Okay, darling. Hi. Okay, so that's for Soul Infused. Soul
Yeah.
Infused. Oh, all right then. Okay, thank you. Oh, wow. The first thing Spirit gives me is a vision of a tree with half of its roots out of the ground. So do ground, do make lists. Your energies are a bit scattered and you do have a lot going on. And I see a lot of projects having your fingers in many pies, so to speak. Calling your guides, you are very intuitive as well and seeing the light coming from your third eye. Okay, thank you, guides. Oh, Mama Bear. You have a Mama Bear around you and a very nurturing, loving, kind person that can crack a whip sometimes and be a little bit stern. And I see this person nudging you and saying, everything's going to be okay, one step at a time. That's all you need to do is just take one step at a time. You have too much on your plate, and yet you don't, because you tend to work really well under pressure as well. It's just listing them and focusing your energies one at a time. You're going to get all through them. And I also see the abundance energy coming around you, something big happening towards the end of January, projects, and I get 3 big projects for next year, but one in particular is going to quickly come really thick and fast with the money as well. It's going to be hard work, but it's worth it. And keep being your awesome you, because you're amazing. And thank you for asking for a reading. God bless.
Thank you, Susan. That was just beautiful. I love how you connected in with the tree energy to give that grounding. That's really good advice, because in this day and age, we're very, very up in the air, and to be grounded is one of those things that really gives us our center back. So thank you very much for sharing that. That's beautiful reading. I hope you enjoyed that, Soul Infused. And just something else, everybody, if you would possibly be able to leave us a little bit of validation for our psychics. It's always nice to have a little bit of backup and say, well, yeah, that was the thing, and that message really resonated. That would be lovely. We'd really like to be able to hear some beautiful validation from you all. You know, I just want to remind you all that after tonight, that we are going to have quite a few psychics on, and we'll have Linda Yusuf and the amazing Mystique, the beautiful Geordie J. We've got Maz coming through, Linda Glover, the psychic pinup, and Beck, as well as Didici, and I'll be on as well. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of a heads up that we are live and we will be there tonight for you to take your calls. This is our very first night of being reimagined and relaunched to all you guys. And we've got some really exciting things that are coming up in the future for you as well, you know, different ways that you can connect with us. So I just wanted to remind you all that we are here for you tonight, and we wouldn't be here without you guys. So thank you very much. And we look forward to sharing more messages with you after the show. But right about now, I'm feeling that we need to have another message come through. And let me see, who do we have here? Teddy, hi, liked, followed, and shared. This is for you, Sammy. Quick question. I never got a chance to say goodbye to my sister when she passed over. I was just wondering if she's still around me.
Okay. Hi, Teddy. How are you? Thank you for connecting. Yes, Teddy. Now, unfortunately, I don't think it was a matter of fact that I think it just happened so quickly. That was the reason why you couldn't say goodbye. Now, she's just telling me to tell you she is watching over you. She's saying that you're going through a lot of change right now, and I think you're not coping very well with that, But she's saying sometimes we have to let go. We can't go forward if we're still going backwards. And she's just saying that, you're going to carry this thing with you. You are unable to say goodbye, but it isn't really goodbye, because when the time comes, you'll reconnect with your sister, and she doesn't want you to be carrying this burden forever, saying, I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. She's saying that she's saying that there's a lot of he said, she said. So I don't know, there's people been talking. One person's been saying this, another person's been saying that, but she's saying this is that you're going through a very big learning curve right now. And she showed me books. I don't know if this has been reading, learning, study, but she says there's a lot going on for you, and she's very excited to see where you're going to go and how far forward you're going to go. So it's time to kind of shake it off, and to say, okay, it wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault. And she just doesn't want to be the reason why you're going to be carrying this by saying, I didn't get my chance to say goodbye. So there's a lot of exciting things coming, and there's a lot of exciting change. And she's definitely going to be there. If you're feeling a poking in the back, or you're seeing a bird or something different hanging around, that's definitely her saying to you, everything is fine and I'm here. Okay? I hope that helps. Thanks, Teddy.
That was beautiful, Sammy. Thank you so much. I love how you've connected in with the signs that spirit comes to us in different ways, bringing through birds or songs or butterflies. I think it's really important for our viewers to understand that it's not just a spoken word that you may hear. It does come through in the physical. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
No, you did great. All right. So Soul Infused says, thank you. Spot on, 100%. Yes, way too much on my plate, way stressed and definitely good. It ran away. Definitely good under pressure, Susan. Probably doesn't know what I am. Lol, it's charm. I used to watch all of you on TV. Isn't that beautiful? I love that we've got our OG fans back. That's just awesome. So that's beautiful validation. Thank you, Soul Infused. All right. So here we have Jenny Louise, loved and shared. Would you hear a message from my son in spirit, please? And I think I'll throw that one back up to you, Rebecca, if that's all right, please.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, Jenny. I always feel it's very challenging when, children pass before their parents. There's something that still feels, in all the years I've been reading, very unnatural. So, that grief is it's not always easy to carry. I do feel that your son is very much around you. And sometimes in our grief too, when I find working with all my clients, and this may be happening for you too at times, sometimes when we can doubt that we're feeling or we're sensing, because part of what I'm getting from his energy, his soul, his spirit is to trust when you're feeling and sensing him. Sometimes our grief will block our connection, and that's a very normal part of grief, and we're human, but he loves you very, very much, and I just feel like he wants to, cleanse you of some of this, the heavy feelings that come with this sense of loss. The signs I get for you, like there's a lot of golden light. He's very much at peace. He wants you to know he is very, very much at peace. So I've got that really strong feeling, and a lot of golden light and like butterflies, a beautiful garden. And I feel he wants you to know that he is at peace. So I really hope that's helped you. I just wish you all the best and lots of love. Thank you.
That's lovely, Rebecca. Thank you so much for sharing. It's not easy to connect with spirit on a platform like this because, it's nice to see the person, but you're doing such an amazing job, all you ladies, of being able to connect on such a platform as this. So, thank you very much for sharing your gift. Okay, so we have another. Hi, Andrew.
Hi.
It was lovely to meet you at the MBS last Friday week. I hope your wrist has healed. Yes, thank you. It has. It was also lovely to see Rebecca and MBS. And hello, Sammy. Great to see you all again. Hello to the PTV Australia family. And hello to you, Andrew. It's great to have you here tonight. Okay, we have another question from Anne Ivor. Hello, ladies. Liked and shared. Do you see a romantic partner for me anytime soon? Thank you. So I'm going to throw this one over to Sammy.
Okay. Hi, Anna. How are you, sweetie? Okay. Now, Anna, you've actually gone through a lot of cleansing yourself. I feel especially the last sort of 6 to 8 months. So Spirit are just telling me to tell you there's an older lady around you. I feel like my grandmother figure, somebody on the mum side of the family, maybe a mother, grandmother figure, but definitely something to do with mum. She says she's very proud of you. She's seeing that you've done a lot of work, especially probably over the last 8 months. Remember, there is no time in spirit world. To be exact on time frame is very difficult, but numbers are normally right. So I'm going to say I'm feeling 8 months. 8 years would be too far. Yeah. At the moment, she's just telling me to tell you there's still a few decisions that you need to make. So still a little bit more time out. It's just like you're definitely getting there. You're definitely getting there. She's saying about how much stronger you've become, and that's mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. You know, sometimes we have to go through this and hit the ground, you know, and we have to smack the ground before we can come back up. And unfortunately, your past has done that to you. But this is actually a positive thing, not a negative thing, because now you know better, and we learn from those experiences. So she's telling me, she's telling me 4. So I'm going to say, I'd like to say between now and April, because April next year, that's the 4th month. It could be any time from now and April next year. I do feel you're connecting with someone, but I feel like it's going to be a friendship to start with. It's just like this person isn't going to want to be in a hurry to say, let's get married and live happy ever after. But the connection is going to be there for you to be friends, to have something long term. So this person isn't a playboy or play person, you know, not to muck around. It's just like, very independent, likes to have their own time, which is okay because you do too. So she's telling me April, but I'm feeling I'm going to say between now and April next year. So she's very proud of you. You've worked very hard, and she says you're coming out of it now. Still a little bit more time out, but that's okay. But she says she's proud of you, and this connection is going to be very, very exciting for you. So yeah, friendship with potential for sure. Thank you, honey.
You're amazing, Sammy. Thank you so much. And Sammy, I've got some feedback for you from Teddy. He says, wow, Sammy, that was spot on. I'm going through life hard at the moment. I wish to thank you from the bottom of my heart. So what a good guy, and what a great job you did. Thank you so much, Sammy. You know, and I want to say to everybody, thank you so much for your validation. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and following and keeping up with us. I will kind of go back through the comments, and I will try to connect with everybody and say thank you and try and read out all your validation. I'm also going to shout out to Renee Mowbray, Lisa Watt, Curvella, Kim Davies, Kim Sladdick, Dee Leonard. Thank you all so much for being here. We really appreciate you being part of the show and being part of PTV Australia, because like I said, without you girls and guys, we wouldn't be doing what we do. And also just to let you know that the gorgeous Linda Glover, the psychic pinup, is already logged on and ready for calls as well. Okay, so I think it's time for another question. And we have Tammy Wildheart. Hi, Tammy. Thank you for liking and sharing and definitely following. Could I please have a reading on where and when I will be moving? Thank you. So I'm going to give that one to you, Susan, if that's okay, please.
Okay, thanks, darling. Okay, so, first thing I see with you, Tammy, is I see water. Where you'll be moving. I just see somewhere near water. They give me a vision of established trees, not right next to the water, but water's not far. And I can taste salt. I hear seagulls, so it's ocean. It's not like a river or pond, lake or something like that. It feels like the sea. And I feel that the sea would be maybe about 15-minute drive, not a walk, a drive. Okay, thank you. Now, I like to talk about manifesting because I know it works. At the moment, when it comes to moving, the energy is moving. It's not focused. If I saw a dartboard and a bullseye, if they gave me a vision of that, then that would mean that you said, this is where I'm going. Now, Spirit's telling me you're actually a strong manifester, and those times when you've really wanted stuff and they've just somehow come to you, that's what they're talking about. Everyone has that ability, some stronger than others. And in your times of need, you're very, very strong at manifesting. And that's awesome. So even get a picture. Don't be, oh, I'm just going to settle here, because I get really strongly. Make up your mind exactly where you want to go and just trust and focus on it, and it will come, because the energy is going round. If you're saying here, here, and here, 3 different places, you're splitting the energies. And where you go, you're going to be in a place where there are tall trees, a short drive to the ocean, or if you want to be fit and go for a walk, even better. But it's a place where the land feels, you're sensitive as an empath. The land feels like a piece of rose quartz amplified by the white terminators. It doesn't feel like a brand new home. It feels like, I shouldn't say used, but it feels like a place that's been pre-loved. And everything's going to go smooth for you. Don't panic. It's the worst thing you can do. Ask your guides to come in and take away any panic and stress, and make your dartboard and have that bullseye, that target for where you want to go. And I also feel as if it's soon. I get reference to 3. Okay, thank you. I also get the month of March, January, February, March. Well, that's the 3rd March, so maybe it's next year in March. But there's something to do with March and 3. And follow your dreams and go for gold, because it's going to be great for you to move, a blessing in disguise. And a shift, your energy shifted. It's like layers and layers of seemingly bad luck or sticky stuff that you've been wanting to get rid of. You're going into a new energy next year. It's like a spring energy. I see a lot of green growth, new beginnings. And I also feel, not just with moving, but in so many different areas in your life too, it's time for you to put yourself first and fly. And I'll leave that with you. God bless you.
That was just absolutely beautiful, Susan, and such amazing imagery that you've been able to portray and give to our beautiful Tammy. Thank you so much. I'm just going to read a little bit of validation for Beck. This is from Vicky Lancaster. She says, thank you, my radiant angelic Miss Beck. I know he has my back and still gives me money at least twice a year. I'm planning to see a new specialist, and I was thinking around February or March. And I hope you didn't spend too long choosing your clothes and jewelry tonight, and Daddy's left your chair alone this time.
Yeah. Oh my course. Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's golden. Thank you so much for that, Vicky. Dear, that's so funny. I love that. Such beautiful messages. Anyway, I'm going to do a little bit more of a shout out. I'm going to say hi to Tess. Hi to Teresa Warpole. Hi to Julie Howard. Hi, Jules Grono. Kim Davies. Oh, it's just so amazing to see everybody here. You know, this has been such a big effort for all of us to get together to create this for you. And it's just so amazing that you're all here and connecting with us. So thank you so very, very much. Okay, time for another question. All right, so I have Curvella here. I hope that's right. Sorry. Like, shared, and followed. Any messages for me, please? When can I expect to sell my home abroad? Do I get the asking price? When do I start my new job? Thanks in advance. So I'm going to throw that one over to you, if you wouldn't mind, please, Rebecca.
Okay. Okay, so what I might do, because I also work with my tarot, but I've got a very strong feeling that, I mean, it will get sold. So I am feeling that by the end of the year, this will definitely get sold, if not sooner, or something more substantial by November, a lot of more clarity around this by November. I am seeing clairvoyantly contracts signed, and it does feel sooner rather than later. So it doesn't feel like you've got, much longer to wait. So it feels really positive. And in terms of when you start your new job, I am feeling that that is going to go ahead, and that's actually fairly close. So, and I feel like that's 1 to 2. I'm getting 1 to 2. And again, that doesn't feel like 1 to 2 months. So that could be literally like 1 to 2 weeks. So that's feeling a lot more positive. I'm feeling there as well from spirit. And again, the message there is a sense of they know that you've done a lot of work and that you work incredibly hard, and not to give up. It is a grandmother spirit here, getting a lot of love. She just wants to bathe you in light, sweetheart, and let you know. I just feel like she wants to hold you, up close, that just, and go, it's okay. That reassuring hug from your grandmother. And that it is going to get a lot better. And also too, well, she wants you to, because it's sometimes when we're in our moment, it's like we're looking down, or we're trying to sort it all out. And I'm getting this energy of wanting to really raise your vibration and keep looking forward. And that the struggle, because it feels like a struggle, but she said that is going to change, and you're not going to feel that forever, or that sense of where we feel like we're chasing our tail, and sometimes, as we're raising the vibration of our soul and we're shifting patterns, and sometimes that last little bit, it's like having a baby that lasts, 3 centimeters to get, well, for some women, not everybody, but, it can be really tough, and you want to give up and you want to stop, and you second guess yourself. You don't feel like, you've got the confidence, yet you've got all the capability, and you've got so much beauty and strength of character as well. So, and also too, there is that energy of not compromising, and it is very important. So around the asking price, I feel that sense of standing your ground, and it is going to be okay. So I really hope this has helped you, my love. You're a beautiful soul, and sending you lots of love, and let us know what happens. Thank you.
That was fantastic, Rebecca. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Wow, so many amazing messages coming through tonight. It's just beautiful to sit here and to watch you ladies work, and to share that gorgeous guidance from spirit for everybody. That's beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're up to another question, and I feel that Donna Clancosi, I believe. Oh, no, sorry, this one's come up first. Sorry, my apologies. Technical issues, they're so fun. So this is Lisa Cullen. She says, I've liked and shared. Could I please have Sammy do a reading, please? I need to find out about my moving and baby.
Okay. Hello, sweetheart. How are you? Long time no see, Liz. I hope you're well. Okay, now plans definitely moving forward. Okay, so the move is inevitable. I am definitely getting between now. March seems to be coming up. And March seems to be, I don't know, if there's an energy shift, an energy change, but March seems to be coming up quite a bit of late. So I think there's a lot happening between now and March next year. So yes, I'm definitely feeling the move between now and March. What I'm liking about this is that you've actually made up your mind where you want to go. So there's no sort of going, well, then we're going to go here. Are we going to go there? Are we going to do this? Are we going to do that? It's just like you've pretty much gone, okay, this is where we want to go. This is the direction, which is really cool. And Spirit have heard that. So when you do the move, it'll be where you want to be. And I do feel it'll be for like quite a long time. It's like you're not just going to go there and go, oh my goodness, we're only going to be here 6 months and we're going to move again. No, it is somewhere where you're going to go. It's like you put your roots, you plant your feet on the ground there. It's really cool. You'll definitely get your grounding back, which is awesome. And you know what they say now, it's very hard to predict a baby. Pregnancy is very, very hard to predict because that is obviously up to the soul, the spirit in spirit world too. I'm not going to say no, not never, but I feel that once you are grounded and you know what they say, new house, new baby. So I don't want to say it's not going to happen because I do feel it will, but I feel that this move has got to happen first. So I feel the move will happen first, and then once you're settled and you feel like you're in and you're grounded, so between now and March, I definitely feel the move. I feel pretty much once you say, yeah, and we're in and we're grounded, I'm pretty much sure that yes, this little one will be ready to come and say good day. For sure.
That was wonderful, Sammy. Thank you so much. I got spirit bumps with that one. That's fantastic.
That's awesome. Yeah,
that's always my truth marker is when I get spirit bumps.
Yeah, they call them love rushes. It's just like when I get them, it's a yes, yes, yes. So it's like a confirmation, yes, yes, yes. You know, it's like, yeah, it's lovely. Yeah, thank you.
It's fantastic. That. No, you're welcome. Thank you. Okay, now we have Donna here. Okay, so she says, liked, followed, and shared, and I've just gotten a dream job, but don't know if I can take it as I'm still recovering from an illness and being told that it's too soon. Will another opportunity come when the time is right? And I'm going to give that one over to the beautiful Susan, please.
Thank you. Hi, Donna. How are you, gorgeous? By the way, is this loud enough?
Yes, it's fantastic.
Okay, thanks, because I know I have a soft voice. So, Donna, absolutely, yes, yes, yes. Oh, my goodness me. Your guardian angels, your spirit guides, I have a vision of you, and there are fireworks all around you, and they're just saying, trust. Now, so that's a given with the work, and just getting back on you not being well enough. Yes. Okay, thank you. I'm not allowed to speak about medical stuff here, but have you looked at, say, your immune system? They say the stomach is the second brain, and there's enough evidence out there now scientifically to prove that the gut health plays a major part in how we feel. And you've been through a lot of stress. I just get a push to speak about looking after your gut health, making sure you're on a good probiotic, prebiotic, all those things. There's so much available now, the good quality ones too. So I'm getting you, they're pushing about that, and it will help you cope a lot better with everything that's going on. In the meantime, Spirit's saying that they have your back, and they're giving me, I feel like someone's tickling my nose. I see purple, I see lots of feathers, like a rain of purple feathers. And they're talking to me about you finding feathers in unusual places. I see lots of swooping birds. Yes, there are lots of swooping birds, but sometimes you just get this sense, is that someone trying to tell me something? And it certainly is. So Spirit's all around you, beautiful lady, and things, recovery I see being fantastic. Keep having your amazing positive mind. Send you love and a big huge hug, and I know things are going to be well for you. And you think this is a dream job? I cannot wait for you to land one that's going to be even better, because Spirit's looking after you. Okay, darling, so I'll leave that with you, and God bless.
That is so absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Susan. Oh, Tammy Wildheart's got a validation for you, sweetie. She says, thank you, Susan. So beautiful. So much gratitude for my reading. It sounds amazing. I will start manifesting. Yep.
Good.
So fantastic. Just want to kind of jump in here at the moment and just remind you all that we do have some amazing home psychics. So please call the number at the bottom of the screen as it rolls along, and you can connect with any one of our beautiful at-home psychics. We actually have at the moment the lovely Linda Yusuf, whose PIN number is 9126. Then the magnificent Ms. Deek, her PIN number is 9809. Then we have the delightful Geordie Janes. Her PIN is 9123. Maz Rooks is in there, and her phone number is 9137. The delightful Linda Glover, our psychic pin-up. Her PIN number is 9133, and she's available to take your calls now, as is the gorgeous Beck Campbell, whose PIN is 9129. And the four ladies that are on tonight, Susan, Sammy, Rebecca, and myself, we will be on for an hour after this show finishes at around 9 o'clock. But we might be having too much fun, and we might just keep going for a little while longer. So anyway, I'm going to get back to the show now. I've done my little plug. So now we have Jenny Louise. Thank you so much for choosing me and giving me a message from my son, Rebecca. I do feel my son around me all the time and see his signs that he gives me when I need them. The most I know, he is at peace, and he was so much pain here on this earth. What beautiful validation for you, Rebecca. Thank you, Jenny. That's just lovely. Okay, so we have now Teresa Walpole. Love the show. May I get a reading, please? Anything I need to know or messages from the other side? Thanks so much. Okay, Rebecca, would you like to take that one for us, please, Tom?
Yeah, sure. I keep going to my cards, but I don't feel like I need them right now because I did tarot as well. But anyway, it's all happening right now. Teresa, I am getting someone coming through, so I just want to let that energy build, and I'm tuning into your energy. I do feel like there's a bit of a crossroads here. There's that crossroads where you're going to be making a decision about something coming up for you. Again, I do feel as well that next year is going to be quite a big year for you, and there is going to be lots of change, but there's change in the career, but there's some change within the family as well. Possibly there's an addition to the family in some capacity, but also I'm getting it's a very strong. She should be on the other side because of the way I asked all the people to line up, but I'm getting the female coming through on my male side, but it feels to me connected to your mother's line, so it does feel more like a grandmother as such, and that feeling or that energy of that guardian angel, so always watching over you in spirit. Sometimes we didn't have to necessarily like know them for our whole lives, because I'm not a grandmother yet, but I know the minute I am, my whole world is going to change, and everyone tells me it's just the next level. It's so, the ancestors, or this hall of ancestors that's around. So, and I feel you're very supported by spirit. And I'm getting that energy of inner strength and resilience, and this sense of you successfully overcoming any of your current challenges. So again, like if you're running a marathon, sorry, I'm channeling my lips are all sticking together. Sometimes that sense of a marathon, but it's you're nearly there. So, and then this significant decision is what will facilitate some further change. But I feel again at the same time that this is something that you've been working towards. Okay, there's a whole lot more information. It's all filtering through now, but I feel like that's all I've got time to say here right now. So I hope that's made sense to you, and lots of love. Thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca. That was fantastic. And I know what happens when we're channeling, like my brain and my mouth can't keep up with each other either.
No, sometimes it doesn't. It's like, oh my God, anyway, there you go. Ooh.
Yeah, but the message came through loud and clear. So thank you so much, sweetie. That's awesome. You're welcome. Okay, we have Julie Howard now, liked, shared and followed. Thank you so much, Julie. That's lovely. Would love a reading from our resident witch, Sammy. You tell me, Sammy.
I love it. Hi, Julie. Hi, sweetheart. It's great to see you. Thank you for connecting with us. Okay, now you have quite a, I like to call this your spiritual army. You've got a very, 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 there's a lot of females. Like, I don't know if this is actually now or in spirit world or just female energy in general, but there's a lot of female energy around. So you have this beautiful spiritual army, I like to call it, because there's a lot of family members past in spirit world to looking after you. Now, they're telling me to, I feel like you've been dreaming more in your sleep. So they're just saying about you keeping a journal and writing things down. You're very, very empathic, so I'm feeling like you're very in tune. Things have been a little bit chaotic because everything, obviously, the universe has been chucking us all curveballs, especially this last 2 years. But it's just like at the moment, it seems to be that there's an energy shift and we're all feeling it. It's like, I feel like you've been feeling quite tired. I feel like you've been feeling over emotional. So you could be maybe eating too much, eating not enough, sleeping too much, not getting enough sleep. But she's just saying about the dreaming. And I really feel that there's this very strong female. I don't know if it's a mother figure, but I'm feeling like mum, grandma, mum, or somebody that took care of you, always like a mum. I'm very much the carer of the family, brought everyone together. Beautiful, beautiful lady. It was like the pot was always on, the kettle was always on. So I'm feeling like that the hostess, it's just like everyone visited. And yeah, she was a lovely, lovely person. But she wants you to write things down. She's showing me you writing things down. I don't know if that's because you might be getting a little bit forgetful, but she's saying about writing things down. Leaving things for 2 days, 2 weeks. 2 months is too far. 2 weeks, then going back and looking what you've been writing. I feel like you've been worrying about your finances a little bit. She's telling me 3. So I'm feeling the next 3 days, 3 weeks, definitely. It just seems to be like bills are getting paid. There's a little bit more money coming in than there is going out. So try not to worry about your finances. They'll always make sure you're all right. And she's just saying, time out. When you get the opportunity and the chance to stop, she says, please stop. Don't go into burnout because you're overdoing things. So I hope that makes sense. Thanks, sweetie. Mwah.
That was wonderful, Sammy. Thank you so much.
All good.
I love how you connect on such a beautiful personal level. That's just lovely. Okay, I've got a bit of validation here if it hasn't run away from me. One of them is for you, Sammy, who says that you're amazing. The baby's due in March. So, spot on. Love that.
And I would like to say, although it's just like not A1 100%, but it's kind of like I do like to sort of kind of go, my feeling is, although obviously it's not gospel, but I do like to sort of go, I have a feeling that's a girl.
Lovely, lovely. I'm sure we'll get told later.
Tell me. You need to tell us when the baby's here. Yeah, that's
absolutely
awesome. Thank you for that. That's amazing, March. Yeah, she said I got March. It's crazy.
Thank you, Lindsay, for leaving that validation for us. And another quick validation from Curvella. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you especially for the message from my grandmother. I've been missing her quite a lot these last couple of days, especially today. So that's just beautiful.
Thanks.
Lovely, lovely. All righty. So we'll do one more. And then we're going to do something different. Okay, so the first what we're going to do is we're going to give Maz her reading. It says, hi, Susan. Hi, ladies. Liked and shared. Can I please have a reading about my home and if I have to move? Also, when will my finances improve? I have just had surgery and have more to go. I'm really quite stuck.
Oh,
so that's for you, my beautiful Susan.
Thank you, darling. The first thing I feel is as if I can't keep still. I feel very sore. And, well, you said you've had surgery, but, okay, breathing. I feel an ease coming up in the breathing for some reason with you. I see a lot of fur baby energies around you, like little angels as well, yapping, yippity-yapping. Mm-hmm. And I see them actually coming, lying on you, and some of the pain goes away. And it's not just because they're taking your mind off the things that are going on. It's because a lot of our fur babies are healers. They're natural little healers, little earth angels, I believe. And they sense as well. So it's a blessing that you have that energy with you in your home. Regarding the home, Wow. I get the word refinancing. I do feel that there's someone around you who would want to help you financially, but I also get a sense that I'm like that too. It's very hard for me to ask for help. Put it out there, my darling, and you've been really good at budgeting, but you've had to recently outlay more than what comes in. And I see that winding down. Okay, thank you, guys. Sorry, I'm having a conversation here. I wish you could hear it. Anyway, what they just said is the having to outlay more money, and I don't know why. Maybe it's for things that you've needed. I see that winding down, and that means that the money coming in, or the money that's there, will stay there and grow and grow and grow. And I don't know if you're going to take on a board or someone around that's going to help, but that opportunity is there as well. Wow, you've been through so much, and I can hear tears. Tata, tate, tata, ta. You've got your father around you in spirit. He visits you every single day, as our loved ones do, and he's talking to me about the magic in lighting a candle and prayer and connecting with him. Things seem to happen. Even when you need to get from A to B with your medical appointments, it's like the doors open and miracles there. There's someone to help you out. And your father figures say, just keep doing that because God is going to look after you. And have another look. There's an opportunity about refinancing something, and that I see you going, oh, thank God, and lasting a bit longer. And you've been right down there, and now it's time for you to come up. And your dad said that he's given you messages through so many different readers, or I would just see a lot of readings, and the information that he's given you through some has always been accurate. And there's a lady in spirit that used to give you readings, not from Australia. She's with you now. She sort of took you on board as family because she really loves what a beautiful person this is. She's not a guardian angel, but because she read for you in this lifetime, but she's definitely around you, still guiding you. And sometimes you get information, whoops, you better hurry up. Sometimes you get information and it's accurate. That's not just your father, that's her as well. Anyway, I'll leave that with you. Keep being strong and have a look at those things that they brought through, because I feel they're open doors that will help you. I'll leave that with you, gorgeous. God bless and big hugs.
That was lovely, Susan. Thank you so much. Now, during the week, we've put out over our Facebook page. Oh, excuse me, I'm going to cough. Pardon me. Over the week, we've been putting out on our Facebook page to send in your questions to Care PTV Australia for an email. And the question has come in about talking about sensitive to energy. So, Susan, would you like to explain about being sensitive to energy, please?
Okay, so you go in a room, it feels good, or around a person, or you go into a room and it feels heavy and you get a sense of wanting to get out of it, even from a person as well. You've heard the term or the word empath. So the different types of empaths, and an empath has the ability, even if you're not aware, everyone's affected by energies. I forgot what the question was. I'm sorry.
Can you explain what sensitive to energy is?
Oh, sorry. Okay. Yes, being sensitive to energy is having the ability to feel sad around a person or in a place, or happy around a person or place. someone that you don't even know. And it's because we are energy and we leave parts of our energy behind. And if you, for example, sit in a cafe, and as soon as you sit on the seat, unless someone knows how to use energy to clear it, everyone that sat on that seat, even to the people who made it, will influence you. And the more sensitive you are to feeling energies and information from spirit, from energies, the more you feel. And that's why it's work with your guardian angels, with your sign spirit guides. Ask them to put energy shields around you or filters around you so you don't pick up everything that needs healing in others if you're feeling very sensitive. There's so much. I don't know how much time I have. I could speak about this for hours because I love it. But that's what being sensitive to energy is. You can be influenced mentally and emotionally and even physically from other people's energy. Did that explain it?
Yeah, that's beautiful. Sorry, I've got the coughs.
Oh.
Pardon, and I've had spirit come through with me. So excuse me, but I have a gentleman in spirit here who's very, very strong. I feel he's passed over from by his own hand, and he's trying to make me very, very uncomfortable here, and I refuse to allow spirit to make me feel uncomfortable. So I'm going to voice this. I feel that it's connected with somebody who's here with us. And like I said, this is a person who passed by his own hand, again, trying to make me feel very uncomfortable, very strong-willed, and also showed me that he very much liked playing football and is also of a New Zealand type nationality. So I'm just going to put that out there to everybody who's watching and sharing, and hopefully he'll leave my throat alone pardon me, so I can continue to do what my job is, and that is to support all of you guys and to share with messages. Okay, so Julie Howard says, hey, Sammy, we witches love you. Spell done with your reading, and thank you. Do have a lot of female energy around me from my wonderful friends and ancestors, and my mother, the major part of my life, is always around me. I hope that I can be half the person she was. Thank you and love. That's so beautiful. I love that. I love that.
Thank you. Thanks, darling.
Okay. All righty. So now we have Renee Marbury. Thank you so much for being here, Renee. Liked and shared. Would love a general reading and any messages from past ones. Thank you. And would you mind connecting into that one, please, Rebecca?
Yeah, sure. Instantly in connecting in, I do get two strong energies. So I'll just let that build a little as well. And I actually might pull a few cards here for Renee as well. Instantly too strong. And it does feel connected to family as well. And they do feel more like grandparents. So I'm just going to do this one. Just feel like, oh, okay. So I've got the Ace of Swords, which is always, clarity. The clarity that you're seeking will come. Sometimes with the Ace of Swords too, for me, and I do healing work. And so sometimes as well, it's really important with the Ace of Swords, and it's like just cutting away whatever's not working for you anymore. So sometimes it is good to write lists down or write your goals down, or, sometimes because swords is also the mental plane. So sometimes we can be too in our heads thinking about everything, says the woman that, analyzes everything in life.
Welcome to my world.
Half the time my guides are in the background rolling around going, what is she talking about? But, and I really feel for you as well. Like I'm getting that like hummingbird and the vibration of joy. So from the ancestors here, these two, which they do feel like grandparents here, and I don't have time to go in and really link in and get names right now, and I've got psychic information coming at me as well. So, and this sense of stepping in and the infinity signs. So, sometimes too, we and you may be finding some of the challenge is about letting go of a particular mindset or a perspective here that you may be struggling with. I really get a good energy though, particularly around the end of November going into December. So some of what you're feeling right now, or that possibly lack of clarity, is going to subside. And there's a sense of you stepping forward and making a decision, really owning that. I'm also getting a better energy around, and this is particularly not a message from the ancestors here, around love, and this sense of things are going to be okay with love. And sometimes it's not always about taking that leap of faith. Sometimes it is about stepping back and trusting what your gut is saying and observing, not absorbing, right? And just, being, trying to just be really present, and open, and really trusting in what your spider senses are bringing. Most of the time we do know, but we don't want to. We don't want to accept what we know. That's the hardest thing about intuition, I feel, sometimes. And again, I get a sense to any financial worries there, that again, things are really going to come into alignment for you there. There's a sense of, I get whether, reorganizing finances, putting money aside, reallocating some funds to something. There's little shifts there around your finances, and getting a better relationship with your finances. I mean, some of the most simplest blocks around money can just be resolved through creating a good, happy relationship with it, no matter how little you have or how much you have. It's getting this good relationship with it. I could say so much more, but I'm going to stop because I also am aware that, it's probably time to. So I really hope that's love. And I also, really feel it's really important for you to, again, in working with your own spider senses, your intuition and your own ability, to really welcome in your ancestors to help you to connect more as well and receive that guidance. I always ask for my grandparents, and I've got 3 beautiful people in spirit that I absolutely love, and they come to me in readings and help me, and sing songs, put blinding signs in front of me to eliminate all doubt, So when you really ask, they really, really do come. So I'm getting to really trust in that as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. And I love that you shared how difficult it is to trust your own intuition. Even us who have been doing it since we're near hard to grasshopper, sometimes we still second guess ourselves and go, should I, shouldn't I? And I think, pardon me, that comes in with the territory of us being spiritual beings having a human experience as well. So thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, so I have D. Leonard here. Hey, what's happening with me and my dear friend who I care about? He's hot and cold. So I'm going to throw that one over to you, Sammy.
Okay. Hi, Dee. How are you? Okay, Dee. Now, this is a man who doesn't know what he wants, okay? It's just like, and when he's good, he's very, very good, and when he's bad, he's horrid. And I'm sorry, but I'm not going to beat about the bush. Okay, so the friendship here is very, very important. It's just like the friendship that you guys have, the connection that you guys have as friends is very important for you to have. And I feel that it's just like, again, he's scared. I'm really feeling that he's scared too. It's just like, I'm not going to put my eggs in one basket. It's just like, I like her, but I like her too much and I don't want to do that. And so it's just like, so this hot and cold, backwards and forwards thing. It's just like, again, when he's good, he's very, very good. And when he's bad, he's horrid. It's just like, so yeah, making you think one thing 1 minute and then giving you sort of mixed signals and making you think like you're going crazy in the next minute. But it's just like, I feel like he had a very bad breakup, or he's had a bad upbringing, or there's been something there that's definitely making him go, I don't want to do this right now. So it's not that he doesn't want a relationship. He just doesn't want a relationship yet. But I do feel that the connection that you guys have and the friendship that you have is very, very important. You guys have a spiritual connection, which makes it a special thing. So if you guys were to jump into something when you're not ready for it, this is not going to work. And I think that this is why it's important that you have the friendship. I mean, Spirit always say, if you can fall in love and marry your best friend, there's nothing in the world better than that. And there's no one better than me that would agree with that, because I've seen it so many times. So having your best friend, and I mean, you can't go 6 months later, 8 months later, a year later. I didn't know that about you, to be with someone who's your best friend, you have to marry and be with your soulmate, your best friend forever. So to have that connection is very, very important. And because Spirit is saying that you guys have a spiritual connection, that makes it even more special. So I don't want to say that this is never going to happen, but it's not going to happen until he's ready, and it's not going to happen until you're ready. If you're happy to just be friends, which I feel is very, very important, I can see something happening later down the track, but he's not in a rush, and you just need to be patient. And I know that you care about him, and I know that he cares about you. But the hot and cold is because he has trust issues. He's a little bit, I want this, but I don't want this. Again, when he's good is good, and when he's bad is horrid. So you be the strong one and be the grown up right now, and just let him do what he needs to do, and it will happen when it's meant to happen. That's all I can say. So good luck, Dee. Thank you, sweetie.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Sammy. You guys are so refreshing to work with. It's just lovely. I've got a bit of validation here from Tammy Wildheart. Thank you so much, ladies. How refreshing to have integrity and real messages again without egos. So happy to see the original PTV back. Congrats on a lovely evening with you beautiful ladies, and thank you for delivering messages from Spirit. What a beautiful message that is.
Thank you.
And I just want to remind everybody that yes, we will be on after the show, live on www.ptvaustralia.com.au. We have some amazing at-home psychics available for you. We have Linda Yu, we have Mystique, we have Geordie Janes, we have Mazrooks, we have a psychic pin-up Linda G, we have Beck C, we will have Rebecca Fisher and Susan Penno, Sammy B, and myself on as well. And also we also have another show for you on Wednesday at 8 p.m. and with a whole heap of other new psychics to share their knowledge, share their wisdom, and share their messages of Spirit with you. So I think maybe one or two more messages, and I think we should probably call it quits until next time, and be able to help as many people as we can on the lines for as long as we can. So how do you ladies feel about that? Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay, we've got Jessica Racco here. Sorry, I'm new here. Hi. Thank you for being here. Missing my younger brother. It's been 3 months since he passed. Any messages for me or my parents? Sorry, pardon me. And I'm going to give that one to you, Miss Sammy.
You're going to give it to me? Okay. Hi,
Yeah.
Jessica. How are you? You kind of threw me a bit then, because I was just tuning into him right then when you said it. That's crazy. Okay. Now, I feel like, Jessica, your brother's passing was quite intense. I feel like it happened quite quickly. So it's just like, yeah. I feel like he's settled. I do feel like he's settled. And I feel like there's a father figure, grandfather figure, definitely someone from dad's side that's very, it's kind of like they've wrapped their arms around him and they're taking care of him. So it's just like, I don't know if there's some kind of tribal stuff going on here. I'm not sure, but I'm feeling like there's some kind of tribal thing. There's some like ancestral thing. Sometimes it takes the solar spirit up to 3 months to go through. It generally takes up to 3 months to go through its transition. So remember, we have to do a life review. We also have to understand that we're not in a physical body anymore. So I do feel, though, that he's been leaving things around. So again, looking out for the feathers. There's things that have been showing up, especially around your mum. So I don't know if mum's been finding things, or there's been things that it's definitely been showing something to your mum, which has kind of helped calm mama down a little bit, because I feel like, although it's still quite early days, but I do want you to know that I think this is mum's dad. I definitely feel like there's grandfather. There's a lot. He's getting a lot of care. And it's just like there's so many arms that's wrapped around him in spirit world. It's just amazing. And he's still going through his transition, but he's okay. And he says, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. I mean, it's very easy for spirit to say that. But it's like we still have to learn as spiritual people, the same as we are all psychic. And people say, but why do you cry? It's just because we have to. We're human beings. You know, when we lose someone as a physical human being, spiritually, yes, we know that there is life on the other side and we can do more, you know, but we're still like the same as what Meg was saying earlier, you know, we're spiritual beings having a physical experience, and being able to go through a grieving process is a part of that. So it's just like, I just don't feel like he just wants you all to keep crying, because I just feel there's a lot of tears and they continue to be. But he just says, for now, I just think try and just remember. He's just saying, remember. I feel like there's a lot of things that he wanted to do, and I think that he's going to miss being able to do that. But once he's gone through his transition, he's going to be able to do whatever he wants to do in spirit world, believe me. So it's not going to stop him. But I feel like there's a lot of love, and it's just like, I just feel like everybody's coming together, and you do need to be with everyone right now. You know, be with mum, be with dad, be with all your family. I feel like it's a very, very personal. This is a very personal and a very ancestral thing. So it's just like, yeah, but there's definitely a lot in spirit world looking after him, very, very much so. And I'm feeling like I say, it's a tribal thing. So it's very important to do what you need to do when you need to do it. But he's just saying tears, tears, tears. So obviously there's still a lot more to do, but yeah, it's a sad situation. It's a sad situation, but he is okay. I hope that's helped. But I do feel like he's very close to your mum. All right, I do. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Sammy. It's so comforting to have that message from spirit, and for you to be able to share that is just beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, well, I'm going to say it's about time for us to log off. We've been here for nearly an hour and 15. Can you believe that, girls?
Amazing.
We rock.
Wow.
Time flies when you're having fun, right?
I know.
So true, so true. So I'm just going to ask people once more to please like, share, and follow our page. And please, if you want any further readings, please, get in contact with us on www.ptvaustralia.com.au. And our phone numbers, in case you can't see them running across the bottom of the screen there, is Australia is 0488 809 966. For USA, because we're international, we are 651, area code 651 822 6229, and for New Zealand, the area code 6499164329. So thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm sorry if we didn't get through everybody's questions. We did the very best that we could to share with everybody. And thank you all for being here. And ladies, thank you so much for being part of our first show back for our launch. Thank you, Susan, for your incredible sharing of your knowledge and your wisdom. Thank you, Rebecca, for your beautiful, beautiful messages. And thank you, Sammy. You just light up the screen. You're fantastic. All right, lovely ladies, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll see you on Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. Good night.
And I'll see you Halloween.
Yeah, you will. Bye.
We did it!
Did it.